concerned, looking quiet for the next couple of days, but it does change after the weekend. Have a look at the winds, fairly light southerlies as we go through the weekend, quiet, but then things change, fairly swift, strong northwesterlies, gales in fact, and cooler air as well after the weekend. Just a bit of a change, but no problems this afternoon. Quite pleasant, one little bend of a weather front sitting out west, and bits and pieces of rain with it, most of it being across the northern western portions of the British Isles. So this is how it shapes up, some rain into parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland, the odd heavier burst with some of that, and a few little bits and pieces as well down towards parts of Wales, the southwest. But the further east you are, it isn't too bad for the most part, even though with some stubborn cloud here and there. Temperatures, say for instance northeast England, struggling with that leftover cloud, only about 6, but further south, further west, with that mild southerly wind, 10s and 11s. We go through the night, our weather front still sitting about here, so that's where we have the rain. One little pulse working through, another one coming into parts of Ireland later in the night, and still a few little bits of spots of rain coming into parts of Wales, the southwest. But the further east you are, it should be fine, it should be dry, and where we have the least amount of cloud, temperatures are dropping off the most. So 4, say, for East Anglia. You come back further west with that blanket of cloud still in place, the numbers probably no lower than 9s to 10s. Have you got plans for Saturday? Well, not a bad day. It is a bit of a misty start in a few areas here and there. We see our main band of rain sitting there, which through the day gradually works through. And if anything, we start brightening up somewhat into a few areas, maybe down towards Wales, the southwest, still keeping some of that rain, especially into the north and the west, and the winds picking up also. But further east you are and south, not a bad looking afternoon. Finishing numbers, probably 8s, 9s, and come back further west, perhaps a 10 or so, with still those winds in that southerly direction. Fine for Sunday as well. Remember our little weather front sitting about there? It does still sit there, but it just weakens, almost like taking the air out of it and just fizzling out, and that's what happens. Still some spots of rain with it from, say, parts of Scotland, back down towards parts of Wales, the southwest, but further east, many spots enjoying some dry and reasonably bright weather, temperatures 7s to perhaps 9, but it all changes come Monday. That's when our weather front slides through. Another little bend of a weather front as well coming in, and notice the gales. And as the cool air comes in, we start seeing perhaps some wintry showers coming into parts of Scotland. This is Monday, and look at the temperatures. Much cooler with some wintry showers, especially in the higher ground of Scotland, with the temperatures with some very strong gales into the north and the west, maybe only 5 to 7 parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland. Further south, we're still enjoying reasonably mild readings, 10, perhaps 11. Then towards Tuesday, we're still looking at our weather system working its way through. Quite a wet old spell, to say the least. Tuesday's the day for the umbrella as that weather front slides through. And temperatures Tuesday as well, cool, especially north, 5s, 6s. Further south, seeing 10s and 11s. That's the weather for now. Now back to